Hello, Pascal High School. This is Jennifer Fuller, your Assistant Principal over Safety and Security. I'm sending you this video to let you know that on Wednesday, October 14th, we are conducting our PSAT test. We are going to use 7th period that day to conduct 3 very important safety drills. Please plan on spending a significant time, 7th period on that day, discussing with your students right at the beginning the importance of safety drills and then following my commands on the PA system. The first drill we will conduct is an actual fire drill. You will do this as we normally do our fire drills. Immediately at the conclusion of the fire drill, we will practice what is called a reverse evacuation. Many of you will not be able to hear me because you cannot hear the announcements outside, so plan on looking for your closest rally point captain. Each assistant principal or crisis action team member is assigned a location outside to be a rally point captain. These captains will tell you we are in a reverse evacuation and your protocol will be this. Number 1, your students are already assembled outside for the fire drill. Number 2, you need to have your red folder and it needs to be updated with your current second 6 weeks class rosters. You will do a quick head count, make sure everyone is accounted for, and then you will proceed into the main building doors or whatever doors are closest to you. You need to move your class quickly back into the building and then conduct a final head count once the students are safe back inside. We would use a reverse evacuation in a real emergency if outside conditions had deteriorated for whatever unforeseen reason could possibly happen. Examples would be weather that approached that we were not anticipating, or police activity, or something else. Reverse evacuation is important in that all students are held accountable for their location and they are safe. Once you are back into the building, I will give a few minutes pause and then we will practice a shelter in place. Now, if you remember from my first video at the beginning of the year, I did identify a shelter in place as one of a few very possible things that could happen at Pascal High School. A shelter in place means that something is happening outside in the air that is dangerous for us to be outside. So you will hear me come on the announcements. I will say that something is happening, a condition outside is harmful to your health, and I will announce that we are in a shelter in place. At that point, teachers, you will need to make sure that you shut all of your windows. They're closed as tightly as possible, and your doors are shut and locked. Number 2, if you are in a portable building, we're going to ask you to move into the main building into the large auditorium. So again, all outside portable building occupants will need to move quickly into the large auditorium. If you feel like you are in a classroom where your exterior windows are not safe and that you cannot adequately secure them, you may bring your students to the large auditorium also. Movement inside the building is allowed, however, we do want to minimize that if we're in an actual shelter in place, so you want to keep your kids in class. Do not give them a hall pass until the actual drill or emergency is over. And be prepared to stay that way for whatever period of time, depending on the emergency situation, until we get the all clear. When that happens, I will come on and say we are all clear. If you do not hear the all clear, that means we are still in a shelter in place. All of these expectations and instructions are on the teacher emergency response protocol sheet I provided you at the beginning of the year. Email me if you have any questions, and thank you very much for helping us to provide a safe and secure environment at Pascal High School.